Hello and welcome to the Nexus. Today we're going to be doing issue 7 of our Optimus Prime build, and if you want to start your own journey you can scan the QR code on screen, or you can click the links in the description and start your own journey of building Optimus. Today we're going to be doing more work on the foot, so we will need our foot over. We've got all the parts here. This is all what you get in issue 7, but before we do all of that, let's take a look at the magazine. Okay, so let's take a quick look through the magazine. This is obviously issue 7 or stage 7. Then we go on the Transformers movie. So we're talking about Michaela, Megan Fox's character in the movie. Then we talk about the Ark. So this is Legend Optimus Prime. By the way, this isn't. It says here Optimus Prime's starship. It isn't. It's a sort of a rescue ship for the Autobots. It's an Autobot ship, not specifically for Optimus Prime. It was to save the Transformers. It's gone over sort of different designs over the years through comic, film, cartoon, all that sort of stuff. It does appear in Dark of the Moon. It's the ship that carries Sentinel Prime, and where they find the pillars. Then we'll come on to Autobots versus the Decepticons section. We've got Prowl here. Prowl has never actually made it into any of the live action movies yet, but this goes on about how he is in the cartoon series and stuff like that, so that's really cool. Prowl's really good character as well, actually. Then we come on to the universe of Transformers. So we got return of the Decepticons. So we've got a Constructicon here, Triple Changers, one of my favourites. We've got Shockwave in the middle. We've got Insecticons, Deluxe Insecticons as well. We have the rub signs. I remember them. So you heat them up with your finger and it reveals if they're Autobot or Decepticon. Then we've got the cone heads, the Seekers, as they actually are in the cartoon and in the movies as well. You've got Ramjet there and Thrust. And then we come on to the bits that we're going to do. So without further ado, let's carry on with the build. Okay, so these are all the parts that we get. And we've got the foot over here as well. I don't know if we need the foot at all, but it's good for illustration purposes. So we're going to grab this section, which is die cast, nice and heavy. And we're going to grab this section. So it's going to sit here in the small section, just like this. So you've got one large and one smaller section just here. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to attach this with a HP screw. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, there we go. We're next going to grab this section. So we're going to need it this way round. So these two parts are closest to you. And we're going to take it onto this furthest one here. And we are going to stick this like that. Now, in the magazine, it does say to screw in this way. That ain't going to work. So I'm going to actually try. Now, it won't screw in this side. So we're going to grab an FP screw, which I do believe is one of these ones. And we are going to attempt, how, I don't know, but yeah. We've now got to screw this in there. I'm going to go and try and attempt to screw it in this way. Now I know why it's done that, and that is to hide the screw, because you'll be able to view it from this side. I understand that, but it's going to be very difficult to do. I mean, I'm trying now, but we are at an angle. Actually, it is going in. But I don't like doing that. That's it. It's in. As you saw, it's a little bit awkward, but it does go in. I don't know if it's all the way in. It probably could go in further, but in order to do that, I think, no, it's not going to go in any further. It's as tight as it will go. Okay, so we do need a returning part. So we should have this section just here, and this should be sort of upright like that. This part here is going to connect into the 1. So we've got 3, 1 and 2 here. So this is going to go into number 1, like so. So that's going to sit in like that, sort of like that, making sure it sort of arcs upwards. So as you can see, it sort of sits like this. So I'm going to do an FP screw into there. So let's grab one of them. Remember, you have a small side and a larger side. The screw goes into the larger side, so you don't now this part we're building, I believe, sits in the middle of Optimus Prime's foot. Like so. Just like that. Okay, so that's how that's sitting. That should come down a little bit more. This should come up. So that sort of sits like that. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to grab our section just here. And this section here is going to sit just here. So it's going to sit like so. Yep, just like that. And we're going to use an IP screw from underneath. So just in there. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so there it goes in there. We do use this one here, which says AP on there. It says IP on there. But it sort of fits just the same. So that's cool. So next what we're going to do is we're moving away from this section now. We're going to grab our foot like so. And we're going to start fitting these sections just here. So we've now got to put this together. Now there isn't a lot of screwing on these parts. In fact, I don't think all of these parts now. We don't need any of the screws now. We're just going to be fitting these now. So we've got this section here, that's the back section. And then we've got the middle section. So we should have a larger part and, as you can see, a thinner part. So we've got this thinner part here and a larger part. The thinner part goes into here, like so. And then the larger part, obviously, goes into there. And it all clicks in nicely. And then this part here, now we've got a nick out of it, as you can see just there, and that's a little nick that's just in there. So we're just going to push that into there like so. Next, what we're going to do is we've got this piston section just here, and this piston section, making sure that the two dots here are this way. So we're just going to literally push it into these two here like so. That's it. And we've got this section just here, and so this section now it is larger one side than the other, and we're going to put the larger size, I believe, on this side. So the larger side goes that way, so it sort of sits on just like that. And so at the end of issue 7, that's what it should look like, and the foot is really coming along now. This section here, I do believe, will eventually sort of sit just through here somehow, like that. But there's still a few more bits to add. But that is issue 7 of Optimus Prime. Once again, guys, thank you for watching. Remember to click subscribe, like, comment below. And as always, we'll see you at the next video. Take it easy.